Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. And today we are doing an episode review of Doubling Down with the Derricos. It is season 2, episode 5. And I know that it's a little unorthodox to start off reviewing a show on like episode 5, but I wasn't going to do it at first, but I've decided that I like the show. And they have a lot of drama, a lot of crying from dad. But I like the show, so I want to review it. So I'm going to start. And again, it is episode 5, Unexpected Ultimatum. And we start off with Dad trimming the tree with the kids, and he's having them put candy canes on the tree. Apparently, Dad has OCD about everything, so including the candy canes. So he's having a fit about where they're placing them, and he's like, place them all over. And then he says, oh, but don't put them too close to the bottom because then the babies will get them. But get them all over and don't break them and all of that. They had a good time. It was cute. You saw some branches with like 2 and 3 on them. And you guys, I don't know how he did it because I'm a little OCD too. And the Christmas decorations I take very seriously. Like it needs to be spaced just right. Everything needs to be in its proper place. I think up until Christmas, I am still moving ornaments and doing stuff. Every time I look at the tree, if something is out of place, it has to be moved to the right spot. So the fact that he is trusting all these kids with it, that's cool. And I guess that's what you're supposed to do when you have kids. It makes for moments, and that's sweet. And you shouldn't be so anal when it comes to stuff with babies. Just let them enjoy and have a good time. He ends up calling their oldest daughter, Darian, into the kitchen so they can talk about her birthday and what it is she wants to do. She says she wants to go-karting. He says fine. She also wants to go to the mall. You guys, Darian wants to go to the mall to find a man. And I was like, did she tell her dad really that she wants to go to the mall and find a boyfriend? And I'm like, sweet pie, if it was that easy, we would all be there. We would all be there with returns. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding, men. If there are any men listening, I'm kidding. You guys are dope. Some of you. But quite a few, we would return and get our money back. Of course, Dad says no. No, no, ma'am. No boyfriend, not right now. You need to stay focused. Focus on school, not focused on boys. She's like, I'm trying to be booed up. And he laughs and he's like, well, you're not going to be booed up anytime soon, so forget about it. So mom returns home, and mom was home away for a couple days. She took one of their sons she took 2 of them. I think they're twins, and they don't like to be separated. So one of them needed to go and see if he needed surgery on his head, which is elongated. And turns out that he does need surgery. But she's returning home, and she comes and she sees the candy canes and everything, and she says it's really nice. And then she says they are perfectly spaced. And they pan to the tree, and yes, you guys, they are perfectly spaced. So Dad did like any of us would do, and when the kids probably went to bed, he moved all the candy canes to where they are perfect. I was not mad at that scene though. I really wasn't. I was like, okay, that makes me feel better. So then they show them going outside. She's back home. She's happy to see her baby. She just wants to play. They all go outside and play with sidewalk chalk. And Dad, of course, does not love sidewalk chalk. And he says that the wife loves anything that is messy. And sidewalk chalk is messy. It's not so much that it's messy, more than it just looks a mess all over the sidewalk until the rain finally comes and washes it away. But as they were playing, you guys, I noticed that it looks like they live in a townhome. The way the driveways were and all the cars that were right next to their home looks like a townhome. And don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with a townhome. I would have just thought that with so many children, they would be in a house where they have their own backyard and they can run around and play and have all the room in the world. So maybe by next year, or maybe, next season, they'll be moving into a home. And again, nothing wrong with a townhome. I'm strictly talking about the outside space for the kids. I was just surprised by that because it actually does look spacious in their house. I thought it was a house. But yeah, it's probably a townhome, and again, perhaps by next season they'll be in something with a little more space for the kids. But they actually seem to work it out. Like they go outside and they stay in their little space, it looks like. They did the chalk on their driveway and their sidewalk, like right by their house. So they make it work. That's how we do. We make it work. So we have Karen, who is the mom, calling the possible nanny. Her name is Sarah. And you could tell from the time that she called her, she did not really want to call this lady. She's not feeling the fact of having a nanny, a stranger, basically, someone outside the family watching out her kids. So she tells Gigi, I'm finna call Sarah. And Gigi's like, good, good. Because you guys, Gigi wants her to get somebody like yesterday. Gigi is tired. Gigi is the grandma, and she is tired. She's doing all this help with 14 kids. It's basically just the parents, Gigi, and this random guy, Eric, who we'll get to later. But she's doing a lot of work. It's a lot of kids. So she really wants her to get this nanny. So she calls the nanny, and she asks her a couple questions. They seem to hit it off. Nanny had 6 brothers and sisters. That's not exactly 14. And she said she has been a caregiver for the elderly. It's not exactly 14 kids, but I get it. She's a compassionate, caring woman. I get it. But same way I wasn't really feeling it, it doesn't seem like Karen, the mom, was feeling it either. Now, Gigi, on the other hand, was over there looking at Karen like, yeah, you should really like her. Like, she's a really nice lady. Like, she's giving her the look like, is she feeling her? Is she not feeling her? And so Karen says, yeah, as long as they're not an axe murderer or a serial killer, I think Gigi would just want me to hire anybody right now. And I agree. So I kind of want to back up a little bit because I didn't mention the fact that when they were outside, the parents had a talk with Gigi and told her that the mom miscarried. And it's a little confusing that they call it miscarry when she didn't actually have a miscarriage. What happened, she got a positive pregnancy test, so they did see a sac there when she had the ultrasound, but there was nothing in the sac. So wouldn't that just be considered like a chemical pregnancy or something? And then they told her that, there's no viable fetus and all of that. But I don't recall her having like a situation where she miscarried. And I could be wrong, but when you miscarry, don't you have to have a D&C? And isn't there like where it comes out and there's I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I should have Googled it first, but I don't know. It just seemed like they're calling it the wrong thing to me. If someone knows, please let me know in the comments. If I'm wrong, I could definitely be wrong. And my daughter's in the medical field, so I should have just asked her. But from what I know personally, I just thought that they were calling it the wrong thing. Either way, it's unfortunate, and I do feel bad that it happened to her. So it's the next day, and it's Darian's birthday. Darian is the oldest daughter, and while she's sitting on the couch, giving her confessional, Grandma comes in, Gigi comes in, and she has a cupcake with a candle, and you could just tell from the way she smiles at her and everything, like she just spoils her, and that is her first grandbaby, and she just loves her like crazy. And Darian even said, my Gigi makes me feel so special, which I think is a beautiful thing because she was the first, and she was not a multiple, so she doesn't have a twin or anything like that. So the fact that she gets some special attention is cool to me. Gigi took her shopping for her birthday. I think it was last episode. She took her to the mall to buy an outfit, and the outfit is really cute. It's what she wore go-kart riding. But before they go go-kart riding, Mom takes her into the garage, and the garage is all decorated. It's so cute. And she brought the braider to them, so they can do, because he has a little barbershop area in his garage. So due to COVID, she can't really go out and get her hair done. So Mom had the braider come to them, which was a very cute idea. And the garage looked so cute and festive with all the birthday stuff. And Darian was really happy. She was happy to be having her hair done. And apparently she's trying to go back to natural because she had relaxed her hair per Mom. Mom said she relaxed her hair and she didn't like it. She's trying to go back natural. So the braider asked, well, what made you relax your hair in the first place? And she's like, well, because my hair was just nappy. And the braider very nicely was like, you know what? We never used the word nappy when I was in hair school. We always use coarse. And you guys, I love the fact that she said that because I never use the word nappy. Don't use nappy. I use coarse as well. So she finishes her braids and they look marvelous. The braids look very beautiful. Speaking of hair, you guys, I want the mom to stop wearing wigs because the mom is not a bad looking lady. She's a pretty lady. And when she has her hair wrapped up in those scarves or when she has her ponytails, she looks adorable. Those wigs she be wearing, no ma'am. Leave them. Just stop it. Somebody is not helping you out with those wigs. Somebody is telling you wrong. Where are your friends? What's going on? Don't do the wigs, mom. Just do your regular hair. Your natural hair is fine. Or like I said, the ponytails or wrapped up. Wigs off limit for mom, but the braids for little Darian were very cute. So mom tells Darian, yeah, I heard about what it is you want for your birthday. And she's like, what? And she's like, yeah, you want to go to the mall to find a boyfriend? And Darian starts laughing, and mom is like, that's not how you find a man. And she's like, and secondly, you don't find a man. You don't go looking for a man. You let a man find you. And Darian's like, well, I have attempted to all my life. And she's like, nobody has asked me out, which was very sad. But she's making 15. I guess in junior high and stuff, you do have little boyfriends or whatever. But yeah, she wants a little male attention. And she actually tells her mom that, look, I just want a male friend. I have all, girlfriends or whatever. So she's just at that age, and it's natural. It's fine. So they go-kart riding, and they surprise her with their best friend there. Cute little scene, nothing too much. We'll move along, yada, yada, yada. When they get back home, Dad wants to talk to her, and he talks to her about the whole dating thing, and he's telling her how he just wants her to have high standards, and it's okay. He's going to allow her to date. However, it will be chaperone dates. And you guys, I thought he was going to cry. Y'all know Dad cries every episode. So I was just like, here we go. It's coming. It's coming. And it didn't come. But I thought it was going to come because every episode, he's a very sensitive man. He's a good looking man. And even when they show pictures from when he was younger, he's a good looking man. But he's very, very sensitive. And I don't like sensitive a whole lot. When a guy cries the first time, you'd be like, oh, look at my baby. He's so sensitive. And that's fine. But if he cry again the next day, you like, okay, now, man your bitch ass up. Like, what are you doing? It's just too much. It's too much with Dad. But he tells her that it's okay for her to date. She's very happy. And she's like, I'm about to be a new woman. And I'm like, yeah, you're about to be ruined, sis. Slow down. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. These guys are going to be here to ruin you later. I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm not that jaded. No, I am. I ain't going to lie. And speaking of strange men, you guys, and that's no shade to him because he could be a very nice man, but the whole relationship and what he's doing there and who he is just still kind of up in the air. You guys, who is Eric? Who this man? Who this man? Because I don't know why he's there or who he is, and how do you trust him around all of your babies so much? And I don't know. I would love to know the answer of exactly who he is, when he came, and why he's there. Dang it, I'm nosy. But I really want to know who this guy is and what his relationship is to everyone. Wink, wink. Okay, you guys. And then finally, the next day, they're all making gingerbread houses. And it's so funny because they were telling who the teams were. And the mom is like, yeah, and Gigi's team. And Gigi says, damn it, I got a team? Like, she didn't even know she had to do this. I was like, Gigi be letting y'all have it. And I am all here for it. But Gigi had a team. And she's standing right next to Karen. Karen can't get it together. Karen don't know how to do that. Karen don't even want to do it. Mom is Karen, don't forget. And so Karen is just like, listen, this is what I can't do. Gigi, who of course is pushing for this nanny, is like, well, Sarah could have been had this done, and she's like, I don't want Sarah. Karen says, I don't want Sarah in my kitchen, and Gigi is like, well, you need somebody. And the husband says, yeah, we need somebody. She wants family. They don't have any family apparently that's available to do it. So what are you going to do? And she's like, I just don't want, people all up in my space that I don't know. And she's like, and she asks Gigi, she's like, you know how you just want to do stuff yourself. And Gigi screams, but you can't do it. And I was like, geez. And she's like, you got to let go of control and don't be so controlling. And basically, Gigi says they're both very controlling, especially the dad, but they need to relinquish something and help her out because she can't do it all and she needs more help. So the dad ends up telling the mom in the end that she is either going to find a nanny or he is by Christmas. So let's make it happen. She's like, don't give me an ultimatum. And he's like, I'll give you whatever I need to give you to make it happen. And I think he was playing, but she was looking at him like, dude, don't play with me. And I was like, oh, I think she wears the pants in the family. And I am not trying to be funny, you guys. Stop it. Dad, look at all them kids Dad got. Dad likes women. So that's where the episode ends, you guys. I will see you next week for the next episode. I am going to do them weekly because they, like I said, they usually have lots of drama. So we'll see Dad cry next episode, I'm sure. But thank you guys. I will be back either today or tomorrow for my weekend wrap up where we talk about all things pop culture and entertainment and celebrity news. So we'll do that either, like I said, today or tomorrow. But please, if you have not already, please subscribe, like, comment. If I'm wrong about anything, if you guys want to, correct me on anything or just simply have dialogue, let's have dialogue. And other than that, thank you guys for coming. I will see you soon. Smooches.